Summer's done and fall begins, well, at least according to the calendar, not necessarily according to the weather, not around here. So what's it all mean for us?
Actually, we do. We have the equinox coming up on Saturday. The sun is changing signs from the sign of Virgo into the sign of Libra. But this week, right now, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, changing signs as well. And Mercury is where your mental processes are focused and what you can accomplish through your thoughts, through your words, and through your deeds. So for all 12 signs for Virgos, it's about making more money.
Okay.
And that's their objective. And they're going to find a way to use their words. And because it's in Libra, the good thing is to partner up with somebody or to reach a partnership kind of thing. And together you will make more money than either one of you will apart. For Libra, Mercury is in their sign, so it's time for them to get their relationships together. If they're single, they attract someone. If they're married, that goes well. If they have their eye on somebody, they should use their words to try and sweet talk them because they're very likely to be successful with that.
Ooh, you go, Andrew.
Lucky you and Dimples. For Scorpios, they need to keep their mouth shut. They need to keep their mouth shut. They need to count to about a zillion before they say anything because they don't really have enough information right now. They're operating on a half-formed basis. So they really need to sit back over the next 3 weeks, kind of observe what goes on, and then change. And that's hard to do because Mars is in their sign, and they're fired up. They're ready to talk, but they've got nothing really to say yet.
Okay.
For Sagittarians, it's their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And the Sagittarian needs to team up with a group because the group effort is going to end up paying off for the Sagittarian.
Okay.
Which is a very cool thing. For Capricorn, 10th house of career and public standing. They have a professional decision they have to make. And over the next 3 weeks or so is when they will gather enough information to know what is the right move for them to make. In the meantime, it's really a good idea for them to kind of sit on the fence and wait till they have more information to make an informed decision with. Aquarians, no problem. The law's on their side. And when the law's on their side, they want to be able to use it. And they can strike a very equitable agreement. Not a fair one, but an equitable one. And so I think when the law is on your side, you should use it.
Yes'm.
For Pisces, it is in their 8th house of other people's resources. It is time for a state of the finance check for Pisces to make sure they have the resources they think they have. And again, that's another sign that needs to team up with someone, much like Virgo, that two people together can make more money than either one of them can apart. It's as though they have a very symbiotic relationship and it works well together for them both to benefit. For Aries, 7th house of partners. Aries are examining their partnerships, their intimate one-to-one relationships to see if they're working for them or not. And if they're not working for them, the Aries needs to come up with a plan to deal with that. For Tauruses, it's in their 6th house of work. I hate to tell you, but Pat's back to work. She's had the last 3 or 4 weeks to kind of chill, take it easy, spend time with family and kids. That's over. The work is starting. And she actually would be benefited from an assistant, someone to help her implement all the things because Taurus has got a huge amount on their plate and a lot of things are pending. And one thing needs to be done before the next thing can be done. And then for Geminis, it's in their 5th house of love affairs. Geminis want to have fun. It's their favorite time of year. They don't do well with the heat. They like the cool times, and they really are interested in amusement, sports, pleasures, entertainment, children of the mind. Anything that's got the word fun in front of it is on Gemini's agenda. For Cancers, they are sticking close to home over the next 4 weeks or so. They've got some kind of issues at home that they really need to deal with, and they have a decision they have to make about it, and they will have enough information over the next 3 weeks to make the decision that they know is the right one. And then for Leo, the last sign, the pace of their day-to-day living picks up to warp speed. They've got contracts, negotiations, agreements. They are going to add something to their daily routine.
Well.
Which is a very cool thing for them. And it's going to be also a team effort rather than an individual effort. It's going to be more than one person working for the Leo's interests. And the Leo is going to be the linchpin in all of that, is to get A and B together, and then B and C together, and then D and C together. But they all revolve around the Leo. So that's a fairly cool thing. And they can end up striking a pretty good compromise that works for them and everybody else. So tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And don't forget the prosperity ritual on Saturday.
Now, is that from midnight Friday night
from
to
midnight Friday
Saturday?
night, exactly. The sun actually enters Libra at 10:40 in the morning. So after midnight Friday night and before midnight on Saturday night, you want to dance naked, burn a dollar bill for prosperity.
Put the dollar bill down on the ground,
That's
light
right.
it up, and dance around
Dance around it. And, you know, you don't get any more if you burn a 20. It's just a symbol. And it's a symbol that truly recognizes without God's benevolence, whatever name you want to call God. Without that deity's benevolence, none of us would make it through the summer or the winter. And I'm personally happy we had no hurricanes hit, that we had plenty of water and no wind to put out all the fires. So it's all good.
I think it is too. Thank you, ma'am.
Always a pleasure. See you next week.